my name is Gabriella and welcome to another bedtime yoga. I love doing yoga on my bed because we can always use pillows for props, and just in general it's so much more comfier with a softer surface beneath you. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. Let's take a mindful moment to get into our bodies and breath. So gently rest your eyes and bring attention to your breath. Acknowledge the rate. Is it fast or slow? Notice the depth. Is it shallow or is it deep? Where are you breathing from? Your belly, your chest? And then go ahead, take a deep breath in from the nose. And exhale, release. On your next breath, I want you to invite peace in. So go ahead, take a deep breath in. And notice what it feels like to have peace in your body. Maybe even just becoming curious of what peace could feel like in your body. And may you carry peace with you for the rest of this flow. Gently open your eyes, and on your next inhale, extend your left hand out and your right hand rainbows up and over. You can start to move your gaze up and down, noticing the stretch on the neck. And then slowly you can bring that right hand across the body next to your left. Tuck the chin, and then inhale, gaze is up. Starting to do a form of cat-cow. Exhale, round the back. And inhale, extend the head up. Chin is up. And exhale, round back down. Slowly begin to move your hands towards the center. Feel a good stretch on the back of the body. And then keeping your hands relaxed, slowly start to curl the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking each one on top of each other until your shoulders stack over your hips. And then make some circles with your shoulders, lifting them up, back, down, forward. And then let's take it on the other side. So reverse the cross of your legs. And then take a moment to just close your eyes and observe the difference that you feel. And then go ahead, extend your right hand out towards the side. And your left hand comes up and over like a rainbow, keeping that left knee relaxed. Feel a good stretch on the left side of the body. And then slowly allow your left hand to come across the body, over towards the right side, keeping that left sit bone relatively relaxed. And then slowly lift the head up, doing those cat-cows. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking the chin. And then inhale, gaze is up, press the pelvis forward. Exhale, rounding the back. Go ahead, take one more. Notice your breath. Notice the rhythm of your back. And slowly rest the head down and slide your hands towards the center, reaching forward, feeling the stretch on the back of the body. And then slowly start to relax the hands and stacking each vertebrae on top of one another, rolling your way up and back into a cross-legged seated position. Go ahead and get any kinks out of the shoulders, rolling them around. And then we're going to start a little bit of a lymph and self-care. So go ahead and bring your hands towards your chest. And we're just going to start tapping around our clavicle, our collarbones, just gently awakening the chest. Coming all the way towards the end of the shoulders. And just notice the softness that you feel, teaching your shoulders to relax. And go on top of the collarbones. Maybe work your way up towards your traps. It's kind of like you're tickling yourself, but I promise it's a gentle awakening for the muscles, the fascia. And then let's begin to massage the traps a little bit. So right above your collarbones, the shoulders, and take a deep, deep breath within any tension that you're feeling, knowing that it's only temporary and the blood that's going to rejuvenate this space after. Notice how you feel. Maybe do a few neck circles. Be mindful of the cervical spine, making it super intentional. Might hear some snap, crackle, pops, and this is all great signs that the body is realigning itself. Neutralize the neck, and we're going to place our hands on top of our chest. So the thumb and the pointer are right above where the collarbones meet. Gently press down and tilt your gaze over towards your right shoulder. And then tuck the chin towards the armpit. The weight of your hands press and just gently slide down your chest with resistance. Breathe into this space. You don't want to tilt your head forward. You want to keep your shoulders stacked up. Take one more breath. Then come back towards center. Notice how you feel. And then we're going to do the same thing. So gently, it's a tug with your hand. So it's nothing firm, nothing pressing. You're just, the weight of your hands slide down natural. You don't want your shoulders to be up towards your ears. Relax the shoulders down and back. And your gaze is over towards your left side. Your head is like a pillow floating. And then tilt the chin towards the armpit. Still elongating the back of the neck. So we're not tucking the chin or collapsing it down, it's active. And breathe into your neck. Slowly, you can come back to neutral position. Your hands are going to come out into a T position and then tap your shoulders. Starting to work on the elbow joint. So open up, activate those fingers, and tap the shoulder. It's a flossing of the joint, flossing of the nerves between your shoulders, your elbow, your wrists. See if you can do this with a flow, delicate. Invite softness and peace into your body with your movements. And then keeping your fingers on your shoulders, do some shoulder circles. It's like you're tracing a circle with your elbows. You'll notice some engagement of the back, the chest. Take one more round. And then slowly come back up. We're going to come into a tabletop position, coming into all fours. So coming onto your knees, your hands. Knees are hip width apart. Same with your wrists, they're shoulder width. And let's do some cat cow. So inhale to arch the back. And exhale to round the back. So you can also use a pillow for support if this is bothering your wrists, or you can also come down onto your elbows if that makes and relieves any sense of pressure on the wrist, especially since the bed is spongy. But feel the movement of your spine, the ripple between each vertebrae. Is it fluid, or do you notice it a little choppy? What part of your body gets to realign itself to have more of a fluid flow with the spine? Exhale, rounding the back, really tucking the pelvis, pressing to the back side of your heart. And inhale, slowly lift the gaze up, arching the back, knowing that this is rejuvenating the spine, creating a youthful spine, especially if we're stiff from sitting all day. So we're going to cross the left leg, kind of like we're coming into a pigeon pose, but it's kind of like a curtsying. So our legs cross, and then you're going to extend that left leg a little bit over towards the right. And then start to come onto your belly. So think of crossing your legs more so the way that women do. And then come onto your bellies. Your hands can be in Gulf Coast position. And gently, depending on the mobility of your neck, your gaze can be over towards the left, or you can bring it over towards the right. Take a deep breath in from the belly and give your body permission to surrender. Gently start to press into your hands, making your way back up. Pressing your hips back and keeping the legs crossed. Notice the gap in between your feet. And we're going to come into a cow face pose. So go ahead, sit your hips in between that space of your feet. If this is too much for you, you can go ahead and sit on a pillow. You can stack pillows. If your left knee tends to lift up, you can keep it up and wrap your right hand around your left knee. Or you can extend your right leg out in front of you and keeping that twist, so wrapping your right hand around that left knee. And feel the stretch on the outside of that left leg. I know you definitely feel it the way that I do. So take any modifications. Take in your breath. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can go ahead and open up your hands into a T position and then grab each elbow and notice which elbow is in front and which elbow or which hand is in the back. Take a nice, slow, peaceful breaths. Go ahead, release the grip of your elbows. Place your hands in front of you. Come on onto your knees. And from here, we're going to extend the right leg out towards the side in line with our hip. And take a moment to feel a stretch on the inner right thigh. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to sit your hips onto your left heel. If you want a pillow underneath your hips for support, go ahead and utilize the tools around you. You can come onto your elbows, resting your forehead. If your body is uncomfortable, ask your body, what does it need? How does it need to modify itself to feel ease, to feel peace. Take one more deep breath in. Gently peel your head back up, lift your torso, and then go ahead. You can lift the hips off, and then press into that right hand. And we're going to take a deep spinal twist. So lift that left hand up towards the ceiling. And then bring it back down. Bring that right leg back in to the body, coming into a tabletop position. We're going to do the same. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So cross the right leg over the left. Again, like you're crossing your legs. And then go ahead, tilt your torso forward. So we're getting a deep spinal twist, a good hip opener. And I want you to go back to the intention of peace. How can you find peace within your struggles? Maybe reflect back on a struggle that you've previously encountered or a challenge. And how did that turn out for you? What did you learn along the way? And most importantly, if you overcame it then you will most certainly overcome any challenges you're experiencing now. Gently start to press into your hands, lifting yourself up, and then slowly come in onto your knees, keeping the legs crossed, coming into cow-faced pose. So open up the distance of your feet and go ahead, sit your hips back into that space created. Again, you can use any modifications by sitting on a pillow, lifting that the right knee and crossing it, or extending that left leg out and still wrapping your left hand around that right knee. So take any variation that feels comfortable for you. And if you want a deeper chest stretch, go ahead, open your hands up into that T position, and grab opposite elbows and reverse the cross. So whichever hand was in front last time, place it behind. Breathe into the tension and welcome the peace. Give yourself permission to surrender. Slowly, you can release the bind of your arms. Place them back out in front of you. And slowly coming onto your knees. So I'm going to face you guys, but we're going to extend that left leg out towards the side. Feeling a good stretch on that inner left thigh. Foot is flat if that feels comfortable for you. If you need a pillow for support, you can always put that underneath your hips, and then go ahead, send your hips back, sitting onto your right heel. Or you can lift your chest up, whatever feels comfortable for you. Invite peace back into your body, your mind. Peace in knowing that you are not your thoughts. You were programmed by your environment growing up. These are programs that we've embodied based on our subconscious mind, based on our environment and the lessons we were taught growing up. You are not your thoughts, and not every single thought needs to have a meaning to it. Silly me, I forgot to do the twist, so if you want to take that twist, go ahead, press into your hands. Press into that left hand and lift that right hand up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring it back down. Bring that left leg back in. And make any movements that feels good for your hips. Maybe rock them from side to side. And then we're going to come into an upward facing dog, essentially. So to untuck the toes, press the pelvis forward and straighten your hands, lifting the crown towards the ceiling. Shoulders are down, back and relaxed. And a gentle tuck of the pelvis by engaging the glutes, stretching the abdominis. Taking a deep breath, feel the belly expand. To get out of this, we're going to roll the spine, so creating a dome-like shape, pressing the hips back, being very gentle, rocking from side to side if that feels good. Now we're going to come into a child's pose, so send your hips down onto your heels. Your knees can be together or apart. And allow your forehead to rest on the mat. If you need the pillow to sit on, I invite you to do so, or to rest your chest on. And invite peace. Peace in the journey. Remembering that every experience is temporary, and you are exactly where you need to be. Find peace in the present moment, and release the need of seeking pleasure or running from pain. And slowly start to lift your way back up, and then slowly coming onto our backs. We're going to come into a supported reverse butterfly. So grab a pillow, a bolster, and place it underneath your hips. It's going to elongate the hip flexors and support the pelvis. We're going to widen the stance of our feet and allow your knees to concave, so it's like they're going to touch. Now play around with the stance if you want your feet to be closer together, or if you want to walk your feet forward out in front of you or back closer towards your hips, targeting the SI joint, so where the coccyx, the base of your spine, connects with your pelvis. And may you invite peace. Peace in your faith, knowing that your God is good and He has many, much bigger plans for you. May you find peace that you are always supported. So surrender and trust the process. Slowly bring your feet all the way out in front of you, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow all of your limbs to truly melt into the bed, the surface beneath you. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders. And may you invite peace in your stillness. Find peace in the silence. Begin to bring awareness to the body. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take another cycle of breath. And last one, really giving it your all, expanding the lungs. And sigh it out. Well done. Begin to bring movement into the body, slowly wiggling your fingers, your toes, ankles. You take a deep stretch with your hands over your head. And slowly make your way up in a gentle manner, coming into a cross-legged seated position. You can sit on a pillow if that feels good for you. Take a moment to just notice the space and peace within your body. May you bring peace into your days from here on and every day. Hands come to prayer pose in front of your heart. Take a moment to honor your journey. May you stand in your light and cherish it. Malama Pono. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I'll see you soon.